Hey guys, how you doing? This is Maximum Max Gamer. I'm bringing you a new video. It's been a while since I've made a video on my channel. This is a live commentary. This is another thing I'm trying, and I haven't done this since my first ever video, so here goes. This is a review for the new Tomb Raider game. This is the special edition version. It's called the Survival Kit. It's the collector's edition, and I had to take the cellophane off earlier, but it comes cellophane wrapped, and it's a metal box, a tin box, which has the look and feel of a rusted old box that you would find in the game. I have actually started playing the game. When I first got it, I got this a couple of days ago, and since I've been playing the game, this is more pertinent. Anyway, just looking on the outside of the box, the bit at the bottom is just the sleeve that it comes, just to differentiate between the consoles, the Xbox version or the PS3. And as you can see, mine is the PS3 version. It's an 18 certificate game, which is also very rare. It's the collector's edition. As I said, it's the tin box, and it has the rusty look on the sleeve at the back. It's just a blurb on what the game's about. It has a brief description about what you can expect, an all new experience at different forms, and basically an overview of what you can expect inside the tin. Now, I'm not going to spoil your taste in advance, but there's lots of stuff in there, and we will slowly go through it in a moment. It is a Square Enix production, as well as Eidos and Crystal Dynamic. It's as I said, it's an 18 certificate game, Dolby Digital if you have it. It's on a Blu-ray Region 2, so that's what you expect. That's on the outside of the box. Once you take it, the little sleeve off, you have the actual box. Now, the box is, it's not very heavy, but it is actually quite well made. It's a tin box. It has the effects of rust, and it has a couple of logos. One of them which shows the limited edition logo with the shipyard, and it protrudes from the actual box, so you can actually feel it is indentated. The survival kit is not, it's actually printed on the actual box itself, and then there's the icon at the bottom, which is of the pickaxe, and it's the same pickaxe that you will see every time you try to open a door or use it in the game. You normally see it, and it's indentated to protrude slightly out of the box, so it's quite nice. And as I said, there's throughout the box, top and bottom, there's the kind of rustic look, and it kind of represents the feel of the boxes that you find throughout the game itself. These kind of little hidden secret boxes. It's meant to look like that, a bit like the care package, but it's very much in the same vein. Items that you will find within the actual game. Okay, so opening it up is open the actual tin itself. Like I said, you can see the indentation there. It's a nice little picture of the ship that, or should I say, one of the ships that you can see that's shipwrecked on the island itself. It's a really nice piece of art. Quite a bit of detail there, and just a little sleeve to review Lara Croft herself. Now, one of the main reasons I've bought this special edition is, as you may know from my other videos, I am a collector of action figures and special edition items in general. Now, this particular version of the PS3 collector's edition has already in Amazon sold out. You can still get it on Xbox, but this is, as I said, the PS3 version. So the box itself has the figure inside straight off. Take the figure out. We'll have a closer look at this in a minute. And you've got some items in the back. Okay, so then you have the actual Lara Croft game. It's the special edition, collector's edition, survival edition, and I believe that there is two versions of this. There's the original Tomb Raider game, and you've also got the collector's edition, and you've got the survivor's edition. Now the survival edition is, I think you probably get something like this as a total package, and the collector's is obviously with the action figure and the tin. So much like on the outside sleeve, you get a little description of what you expect to get in the actual box. Okay, so other than that, the tin is empty. We can put it to one side for now. Right, so what's first? So let's have a look at the actual game itself before we look at the action figure in more detail. So the actual game itself, let's have a quick look. Once you take out the cellophane wrap, you look around the box itself. It's a really nice presented box. It's got different art to the actual PS3 release. So there's a close-up of Lara Croft herself, the PS3 emblem at the top, the Tomb Raider logo. On the right hand side it shows you the survival edition, PlayStation Network logo. It's a Crystal Dynamic and Square Enix production. I'm sure there's Eidos logo around there somewhere. It's an 18 certificate. It's on a Blu-ray, region 2, 18, as I said. Expect a lot of violence in this game. Now, once you open the box itself, it's like a bookcase cover, so it's actually joined in the middle, and you have multiple items. Now let's have a closer look at what exactly is in there. Right, so first thing out of the box is this survival kit. It's pegged as a survival kit, so it's something that she would take in. Let's have a quick look. Okay. It's got multiple. Right, it's got the first of all, you notice is the Tomb Raider logo, and it's got the in-game icons that you normally see within the actual menu. So when you are, the RPG element of this game is when you have to power up your health, your survival skills, as well as the gun elements. So you can add to it, you can collect or scavenge items throughout the game, and you can build, you can add it towards building a more powerful weapon. Okay, so with it, but I think this is the survival kit, but there's nothing in there at the moment. I think you can store her guns and stuff in there. The next thing in the box is the art book. Now it's hardcover, both sides. There's no art on the back, but if you open it up, the art actually goes along there. Okay, so it's printed on a really high gloss art paper, and the image, as you can see here, is of high end. The artwork is fantastic. There's a little quick introduction to Lara Croft and a little bit of the background of her story and how she finds herself in this predicament. And then this is the ship she's actually on, the island she crashes into, shipwrecked towards. there's a big mystery behind it. The whole point of the story is to find out what's going on. These are screenshots from the actual game itself, and I think PlayStation 3 has done really well to capture a high-end look. I'm very impressed. I mean, this is very much in the same vein as Uncharted, but this has its own kind of spin on things, and it's Lara Croft after all. Yeah, so the artwork is impressive. The book is brilliant. It's got the images from the game, and these are some of the characters. Some friend, some foe. A couple of very interesting characters, and right at the back it's some of the antagonists. And some of the villains. And they progressively get more difficult as the game goes on. And this guy, it's not that hard, but he's a pain. He has a shield, so you can only take him out in a certain way. So yeah. There you go. That's the art book. Okay, so looking into what's next in the book, you have the map. Okay, so one side you have the different locations of where the game is set. And you have different locations. It's in black and white. And just some of the it's just basically the overview of the map itself and some of the art from the actual place. But on the flip side, there's a really nice poster of Miss Lara Croft. Again, very cool art. And then the game itself. So the poster is the same art as the front cover of the game. And that's about it, really. I mean, there's nothing else. So, and then the actual box itself, as I said. So you get the tin, you get the box, you have the game, you got the code, the art book, the map, and the survival kit. So now that we've had a look at the survival edition, it's now turn for Miss Lara herself and the action figure that comes with the collector's edition. I bought this from Amazon and it's now sold out for the PS3 version. I think you can still get the Xbox version, but this is the PS3 version. It comes in a housing, plastic housing. Let's take the cover off and the actual figure itself. Now straight away you notice how much detail there is. The action figure has 44 articulation points, and like you normally notice, there's ball joints in her arms, so this facilitates her movement, so it makes it easier. The detail is just brilliant. I mean, her image is just so much like the one in the game. Throughout the game she's got her hair in this ponytail. You can also notice if you look carefully, you can see the dirt on her face. So most of the time throughout the game, Lara has a rough time. She's either being stabbed, shot at, falling through mud, nearly getting blown up, and So yeah, she has a really rough time in the actual game itself. Now you might notice that she has a talisman there. You get that green talisman if you buy the walkthrough. It comes with a talisman there, so that's nice. That's a nice little incentive to buy the walkthrough. So again, if you're a collector and you're a Lara Croft fan, then that's something you should consider. Apologies with the focus. Now, it's very much lifelike, and like I said, she's very reminiscent of the way she looks in the actual game. Okay, so I'm just gonna have another quick look at the articulation points. Lara's head, you can move her head around, but it's restricted because of a ponytail. But although there is articulation in her ponytail, so you can move her ponytail around. And there is, she can look up and down. She has free flowing rotation of her arms. She has, if you look carefully here, you can see she's got like a movement around her bicep, and there's movement on her elbow, her hand position. You can take her hand. There's another pair of hands that come with these. I'll show you those in a minute. Free flowing arms. There's a ball joint just beneath her breastplate, so she can move her body around in this position. There's articulation in her waist. Obviously it's restricted because of the stuff that she's got on. The strap at the top can be moved. Like I said, there's the elbow joint, the neck joint. Then you have the leg movements. The backside is in two places, so you can hear the click joints, knee joints, and there's articulation on her. There's actually two articulations on her feet, so she's got a little bit of movement there, and she's also got movement on the sole of her feet as well. So there's lots of little movements. The action figure itself sits at 8 inches tall, so it's slightly larger than an average action figure, and I think you'll agree that the amount of detail that they've put into, I mean, there's sections at the back where you can see her jeans have been ripped, and where her jeans are ripped, you see the belt buckle, cargo jeans, see all the buttons, and her pockets. So where she hurts herself, her wrist, hurts herself on her arm. The only thing that's not showing is her initial injury, which was as she fell right at the beginning, and she hurts herself or she gets impaled. And that's not shown. Other than that, everything else is shown. Yeah, as far as action figures are concerned, this is a fantastic one. Very much her likeness in the game. Okay, we must look at what else comes with the actual action figure. And on the back, there you go. So you see the shotgun, pickaxe, the gun itself. She has a handgun and 3 spare hands. paperwork that comes with the actual figure, it shows you how to attach the different hands that you need for the bow and arrow, and what hands you need for the different weapons. Yes, there's lots of detail. It's quite sturdy. But I don't think it's plastic, so it's not really meant for that. The arrow, there's lots of fine detail in the arrow. So as I said, this is a fantastic little special edition bundle. It has quite a few things that I think you'll agree is worth having. The action figure in particular is very detailed, definitely worth having. At the moment you can only get it as part of this bundle. The glossy art book was excellent, and the survival kit was a bit of a letdown, and there wasn't anything in there. Other than that, the download codes and the actual game, all in all, is a fantastic little special edition, but definitely worth having. Well guys, this is definitely recommended by myself, so if you can get your hands on it, even if it's the Xbox version, it's worth getting. And I hope you enjoyed this review. It's been a while, so please leave positive comments if you have some, and thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out my other videos. This was Maximum X Gamer signing out.